waiting on the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. I've been waiting on the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider.
BetUS, America's favorite sportsbook, where you can bet on everything, anytime. Sportsbook, casino, horse racing, live betting, and more. We have the best bonuses in the industry. That's right. Get a 125% sign-up bonus, and to celebrate our 30-year anniversary, we're giving up to 30 risk-free bets, a truck, Super Bowl tickets, and more. Don't miss out. Play smart. Join now. BetUS, where the game begins. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to TDPHINSTALK, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. Y'all hit that like button on your way in the building. We got our early morning stream right now. We will be going over film from the Giants game. We'll be reviewing it together, going on the ups, the downs, and the all-arounds with the all-22. At 11:30 today, we have a collab. I'll give you that information before we end the stream, where you can catch me. I'll be collabing with some Carolina Panthers YouTubers on their channel. So I'll give you all the information if you want to watch that as well. But punch the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Also, ladies and gentlemen, make sure that you go sign up for the Discord. Okay, the link is in the description of the video. I'm loading up the game film now. So while it takes me 30 seconds, here you go. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you so much for always supporting TDPHINSTALK, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. Right now, I want to give you all the opportunity to join the TDPHINSTALK Discord server. Yes, we have our own Discord server now. That way, you'll always have access to our Miami Dolphins community. That way, if you're not getting notifications for videos or you want to know what's going on or the latest, or just chat Miami Dolphins football, you can download the app and make sure that you sign up for TDPHINSTALK Discord. The link is in the description of the video. Make sure you check it out, ladies and gentlemen. Again, let's enjoy the server and let's use it responsibly. Fins up no matter what. Peace. All right. We got that all 22 up and running, baby. We're ready to rock and roll. Give me a second. My bad, y'all. Son was in the room trying to get him to not spread his sickness all over the place. The Fins tailgate. Shout out to the homies, man. Rocking with us this morning. We appreciate you coming through, man. Big time. All right, y'all. Let me remove this to make it a easier view. All right, this is going to be good. All right, y'all punch the like button. Nobody liked my meme in the Discord. Gosh, Alan. I'm gonna be in there a lot more going forward, man. I'll see what you're talking about. See if it's some good stuff. All right, man. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get started, ladies and gentlemen. We got the all 22 action rocking and rolling. Let me see. Hopefully we don't have a bad delay here. All right, we're good. All right. Oh, we got all this kickoff crap. Y'all give me a second. Yeah, give me a second. Just trying to make sure I get to the right place. Why is this looping? This doesn't make any sense. Hold on, y'all. Hmm. Why is all of this looping? We got the freaking kickoff over and over. Hold on. All right, let me refresh this. Hope they ain't got some bad all 22 this week. It was working earlier, so it shouldn't be. All right. All right, here we go. All right, we're good now. Let's do what we got to do. All right, here we go. We're good now. We got the bugs worked out. All right, let's see. Giants. Because I really want to see Daniel Jones, what he could have really done better in this game as well, because everybody's wondering how he has a higher PFF than Tua. Let's see what he could control in this game, right? Obviously, zone coverage, heavy line of scrimmage, hand off on first down, run up the middle. Mm. 2nd and 4 coming up. We got that 5-man line of scrimmage, pretty much defensive line. Sending them all. I see why Chubb is winning his battles. I want to go back on this. It's like this defense. How do we leave such wide open gaps in the middle of the field? And I want to understand this. Look at that, running to the flat. Look at this. Teams are gonna do this all day on us. Look how we spread it out. I want to show y'all something. I'm gonna show y'all something. See, when we're in that 2 linebacker set and we're rushing 5, it becomes an issue. We're gonna have one chasing the flat, the other going the other side of the field. Look at that, leaving the middle wide open. It's just, this Fangio scheme, this what it allows. And this is all teams have to do. Spread it out to the outside and then send somebody over the middle. Make sure you have trips on one side. ABAB said, "What's up? Is this a film breakdown or to a hate breakdown? This is a whatever happened breakdown." All right, so that was the first down. Um, Here we go again. We have a running play to the outside. We just do a good job against the run. I think the Giants are so terrible at scheming. The last play that was ran, all they have to do is do different plays out of those sets all game, and they'll be able to move the ball. Look at this, 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. If they send the running back out to the right, but nope, maybe to the left this time. And nope, they run the ball up the middle instead. All right. So far, Daniel Jones flawless. Um, Trips to the left, 1 to the right, sends 1 in motion. Now it's giving a man concept, but it's really zone coverage. If you look at number 17 underneath coming across, that's an opportunity, and he throws it that way. Not a great ball placement, but he does hit the right read right away. But it's not enough. They're going to have to punt the ball. I think Daniel Jones, if he would have put better ball placement on that, they would have had a chance to maybe get around the edge, but he didn't. All right, here we go. We got an empty set on first down, 2 to the left, 2 to the right, tight end hitting on the right side. And now we're sending one in motion to have quads technically on the right when you really look at it. And that's a end around, and you just got speed, man. You just got speed. A-Chain getting involved on the first play of the game. Great execution. They never saw it coming. You got man press on the outside with Waddle. Now they're backing off a little bit. And there's more so zone because of outside leverage. And we got another run. We're just taking advantage of the outsides right now. 2nd and 4. Trips to the right. Now it's quads to the right. This tends to night. Like, look at this. Look at all this cushion too. This is a glorified bubble screen right here. Good dial up by Mike McDaniel, noticing what they love to be in. Look at all this cushion. This is like you got 4 guys over there, right? And 3 defenders. And then a safety that's 10, 20, 24 yards off of the line of scrimmage at the start of the play. 24 yards. These teams just make it easy for us. And just look at what's going on. Look at what's set up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Dolphin blockers and only 3 defenders. It's too easy. Trips to the left, 1 to the right. We got man press at the bottom on number 3 chosen. Now we send one in motion. Tua, look at the wide open wheel route. Oh my gosh, this is too easy. The Giants are so bad. Watch the wheel route. They're in zone coverage, so they don't follow. And they don't even know what to do right here. Look at this. Just wide open. That's the first time we've ever had a wheel route that open. The first time, and we run it a lot, and we convert, but we've never had it that open in our life. I think it's the scheme. I mean, the scheme is the scheme. Ronnie, it's what defense is played against the scheme. I mean, the scheme is never going to change. This is the same scheme we played in the Buffalo game. So when people say, I think it's the scheme is the scheme. Yeah, it's always the scheme. But what defense are you playing against the scheme? And we played the same scheme versus Buffalo. But when you look at the defense they played, they're not leaving no wheel route that open. It's really more indicative of what type of coverage is played against the scheme. Look at this. He goes out, nobody follows. They got to tell him, hey, there's a man out there. 1 in motion, more zone coverage, hit the flat. Fumbles, but out of bounds. Just bad. Now at least it looks like man coverage pre-snap. I don't know if they're going to stay in it, but Tyreek has all this cushion. We got man press on the insides. And now Tyreek is in motion. And what do? Run another screen off of it. Just too easy. That's why very good job by Mike McDaniel in this game, scheming it up this way. Oh, this one right here. This was like Waddle, easy, guaranteed touchdown. I think first off, we threw it a little too late, and then we didn't put enough velocity on the ball. Well, to be honest, he never saw the defender either. The defender made a good play dropping into that zone and backing out right there. Tua's already ready to throw, thinking it's just an easy wide open pass, but the defender notices and makes a huge play. Makes a huge play. That was a good play by the defender. They just all over the place with this one. Waddle coming across. Right here, that ball has to be out. But he was selling the fake handoff. So the play call is the scheme of the fake handoff delayed this one. Not a bad thing for Tua on that play at all. It's just, hey, it just happened that way. If you see the defender, you put a little bit more arch on the ball. All right, so this one is what we do. Tua escapes the pressure, throws it to Waddle. Very good execution on the run. Defender fell, wanted to backtrack and close that part of the field, but couldn't do it. TD, is McDaniel, if McDaniel is so stuck on his scheme, do you feel if he plays a team like Buffalo, he would adjust? No, he can't adjust. This is the scheme. You just got to try to change wrinkles in it to try to get guys open. The only thing actually that McDaniel hasn't proven to me yet is to have in game, like real good in game adjustments. In game adjustments. Our scheme is our scheme. Any changes from one game to another will just be wrinkles out of the same plays, different wrinkles out of the same plays. That's all. All right, touchback. Yeah, don't worry about AB. He gonna always do what he do. This is normal. I'm used to it. Two to the left, one to the right. Heavy line of scrimmage. Now we're switching up the defense into a four-man rush. I don't know if you all noticed that. So we got a four-man rush. We got two safeties, but one of them, Javon Holland, is playing in the box right now. So we've switched up the entire defensive scheme on the second drive. Daniel Jones hands it off anyway. Off the right end, they get some yards. Next play, 2nd and 5. Two to the left. Heavy line of scrimmage again. Four-man line again. One in motion. Don't know why they keep on running that little wrinkle, and they run the ball out of that, and this time they find some success, and they get to the edge. Good execution. First down. Two to the left, one to the right. Tight end on the right side of the line. Four-man down lineman. All right. We're in zone coverage right here. Daniel Jones on a quick slant. Again, Daniel Jones right now having a sharp game. Everything that he can control, he's hitting. Outside of that one pass, he still completed, but I felt like it was bad ball placement. Right now, he's like 4 for 4. All right. Jones on the jet sweep. And that's going to go nowhere. Trips to the left. 4 down lineman again. We got more zone coverage, and they hand the ball off, and they're fighting, and they get a nice little gain. I believe that might be a first down. No, it's 3rd and 1 now. 3rd and 1. All right, tush push, and they're going to get it. 1st and 10 from the 47. One to the right, one to the left. A lot of cushion out there with Xavier Howard. Back to pass. Daniel Jones steps up in the pocket. He's sacked. Let's take a look at this play again because I want to really look for opportunities for Daniel Jones. What could he have done better in this game? So right here, it's already blown up. Christian Wilkins is taking away the middle. All right. He can try to dump it down right away on the right side. The back end, you got somebody coming out open, but he's already flushed out because of Christian Wilkins. So where do we go with this football at this point? He steps up in the pocket. This is where I feel like his vision, even though he's trying to run, has to be I would nitpick and say maybe look back the other way, but they don't flush them out to the right. So this is a covered sack. Oh, they give him half a yard. So a 1 yard run, 2nd and 10. Now we got maybe a man concept here. Loaded box though. And they hand it off again. And 3 or 4 yards. And the reason why I'm evaluating Daniel Jones very thoroughly in this one is because his PFF was higher than Tua, even though Tua had more production, but Daniel Jones only threw the ball 20 times. And I'm trying to see where the opportunity was to see if gauge PFF even more. Trips to the right. We're gonna pause right here. So far, we got a clean pocket, but nobody's open. He's looking to the right with the trip coverage concept, but we got some would say that's pass interference. He got a giant on the ground. I don't know what defender that is, pummeled him, but he got an in route coming right there. Nice throw. Perfect patience and nice throw. He hits him. All right, here we go. Trips to the left, one to the right. Jones. Back to pass again. Another completion. Quick trying to sit down in the zone. I think that's really good coverage. Lucky for them, they still got the completion. 2nd and 6. Single receiver to the left. Now it's 2 to the left. We got a man concept again. Kohu in the slot. But we're sending that slot blitz, and that's why they destroyed the run. All right, 3rd and 7. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. 1 in motion. Jones, pause right here. Back to pass. Now he gonna have this man. He got the man in the flat right away, depending on if the defender drops off. Yep, the defender drops off. Come back underneath on the slant. I think he hesitated on that one. Even though he wasn't looking over there, I think he should have kept his action to the right. See, this is a pass Tua would make right here. Well, I understand Ogbar is already bearing down to come for the sack. Mm. Mm. He would have had to hit the receiver at the top of the screen real fast on that one. Let me go back to that because I want to show y'all what Tua would have already have done in this situation. This is how McDaniel's offense is set up. Let me show y'all. Watch that. I want y'all to look at the top of the screen. 1 in motion, right? Pause right here. You see how the guy at the 27-yard line at the top of the screen, he's about to curl right over that linebacker, and the linebacker's gonna I think that's the linebacker about to rush down in the flat. The ball would have already been on its way with Tua in the timing of our offense. He would have put it right in the spot that it belongs, and bam, right there, he would have been able to catch it already thrown. See, that's something that we do in our offense that the Giants, they just don't, um, they haven't prepared that way. That's not how their offense operates. So even though Ogbar's beating his guy on the outside, in our offense, it wouldn't have mattered. Because, right, I'm going to tell you when the ball would have been gone in our offense. Right here, the ball would have already been out. It would have already been out. And that's the beauty of our offense, is the timing. And this is what other teams, they don't do. You got a one-on-one situation like that, we're gonna kill that every time. And that's gonna be right at the sticks for a first down for us. For them, they stuck. They got to kick a field goal or punt. They're kicking a field goal. Now, on any stat sheet, they're not going to blame Daniel Jones for that though, because Ogba just literally got around the edge free for the sack. All right, let's see Tua work out of the pistol. Hand off again, off the left end. There's a few yards there. All right, here we go. Pistol formation. Now we got press coverage to Tyreek at the bottom, but this is zone. I don't know if they're splitting the field, man on one and zone on the other, but look on the up at the top of the screen. We got outside leverage, free release, and it looks like man because of the press coverage at the bottom on Tyreek. And we run the ball anyway, so it don't matter. What up, Rome? Trips to the left, 2 to the right. Is this man coverage here on 3rd and 3? Nope, more. Well, this is man plus you got help in the middle with the linebackers. So we got man coverage on this one with the linebackers running free for help. But the speed on the crosser, that's how you beat it. You want to send crossing routes on and whoever get the free release, you want to hit them on the crossing route. I'm sorry, let me go back to that one, y'all. I want to go back to this play again. Good concept here. Watch what Tyreek does. At the top of the screen is Tyreek. See, he just waited, and you got a rub play right there. If the Giants corner was better, he would have ran through the tight end and had a flag for a pick play. But you see that pick right there to free up Tyreek at the line of scrimmage, but the linebackers didn't react quick enough, and you got another pick. Waddle picks another player. That's 2 picks on the play, and that's why that defender couldn't be in place. If it wasn't for those picks, we'd probably be punting the ball. Y'all see those? We got 2 picks on this play. The first one is the tight end right away, and then Waddle coming across, freeing him even more. Waddle not even running a route. Waddle running a route, but he's literally trying to do this. You see that? Waddle ain't looking for the ball or nothing like that. He making sure he can clear Tyreek. These are subtle things that refs is hard for them to catch in a game, especially on short and distance. Everybody, look at this. That linebacker right on Tyreek, but right there, that's all it took was that bump to throw him off. He got to recover, and it's too late now. I'll take it. I see we get away with a lot of those. Yeah. It's built into our offense, but you got to sell it as a receiver. Come off that line of scrimmage with a move like you going for a route. The problem is they need to stop turning around and looking to see if it worked. You notice Waddle, as soon as he set the pick, he stopped. He wasn't even looking for the ball. He stopped and looked back to see if Tyreek got it. You can't do that, man. I mean, the NFL, they watch that stuff. And eventually they're going to catch you in a big game doing it. Now, this was a nice run. Oh, yeah. That fumble by A-Chain. I forgot. All right, let's get back to some Daniel Jones, trying to figure out why his PFF was higher. So far, I see why, but let's keep on watching. Now we back to the 5-man line of scrimmage. Send all 5. Gets the ball off. Great coverage. Who was that? Kohu. Kohu's good at that. He ain't great at coverage, but he's good in this area. He's definitely good in that area. Now we 4 down linemen. He looking to the left on a one-on-one. Got his guy. So Daniel Jones still cooking. I mean, he's doing what he's supposed to do so far. Two to the left, 2 to the right. We got zone coverage here. 4-man down lineman coming for Daniel Jones. 1 in motion. Jones, pause right here. Christian Wilkins already disrupting his passing lane with his hands up. Jones gets down and trying to slide up on that, but Zeeler's coming. Good job by Jones so far escaping it. All right, where do you go with the ball, though? I mean, you could dump it off in front of you. I wouldn't take the deep shot, the intermediate, but your body's already turned. He's going to run and get, I don't know if he got any yards on that. That was 3rd and 3, so they got to punt the ball. All right, 2 a time. Tyreek, press coverage at the bottom. Waddle, press coverage at the top. All right, wheel route. All right, we finally guard the wheel route. Now, this is the man press coverage. Now, the middle of the field is wide open. Those safeties are so far back, but still good coverage because it's man coverage. And this is what I be talking about. Let's go back to the beginning of this play. Let's go back to the beginning. This is the coverage right here that I'm talking about, but I still don't like that they still fear with the high safeties. But look at what we got right here. Tyreek and Waddle, man press. Pause right there. They got hands on. Oh, my gosh, it didn't pause. Pause right here. They put hands on Waddle. They got hands on Tyreek. The guy, see, this is always wide open for us. That tight end slipping out right here is always wide open, but they actually truly ran man, cover 2 man on this. They actually ran cover 2 man on this. Nobody's open. Nobody. And Tua just throws it in the dirt. We run that play all the time. All the time. Wheel route, flat, slants, or seam. And this is why that's the most successful play that we have in our playbook. That play right there is the most successful play that we have in our playbook because 7 times out of 10, it's the tight end is wide open. And if the tight end ain't wide open, Tyreek is wide open in the seam or the slant. But this time they ran true man coverage. Everybody had their guy and they went to their guy and nothing's open. Nothing's open. So many teams play zone when we run that play, and it's a guaranteed completion for us. Zone coverage, you got 2 to 3 people open on that play. So as you notice, the Giants is playing a little bit more man right now. So you got man press on this one as well. So as you can see, they putting their hands on Tyreek, but the good thing is Tyreek looked like he gonna beat this because the defender over pursued. Do you see him right there at the 10-yard line at the top of the screen? The defender, number 22, got his back turned, and Tyreek's probably gonna come back inside on this. Hopefully Tua sees it. Yeah, this is the play of the game. This is the play of the game for me, for Tua. This is the one where he extended the play and made something happen. This was my favorite play in the whole game from Tua on this because these plays are hard. This offense is no good when man press coverage on this play. And look what they do. They put their hands on, but the corner, bad positioning, And Tua makes this play. He escapes the pressure for one, and he keeps his vision downfield, and he finds Tyreek with anticipation on that play. That was a totally busted play, and Tua made it happen. That was my favorite play from him of the whole day. All right, now we're running the rock again, and this is where A changes goes off the sideline, and it's a wrap from there. All right, let's get back to Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones wants the quick out, but it wasn't there. I guess that's a good job pulling it down. If you notice, he was just trying to go for the quick out on first down, but we closed that right away. Look at the safety coming downhill. Good job, because 33 Eli was going to come down and pick six, and he held it. But now he's rolled out of the pocket. Van Ginkel chasing him, got rid of the ball. Second and 10. Pause. We got a clean pocket, but in a millisecond is no longer clean because Zeeler just beat his man and about to come straight in Daniel Jones' grill. At this point, nothing is developed nor open, and he's looking at his first read, Eli Apple. He about to run out of time. And since he recognizes it, all he can do is take a shot deep on the go, and he gets absolutely clobbered. And having Waller over there, that's a good shot. That's a good read by Daniel Jones. The middle already beat. Put the ball up. Hopefully your guy can come down with it, but he couldn't. This should have been offsides by Christian Wilkins. Maybe not. Let's see again in the trenches. Look at that. He jumped early. Christian Wilkins jumped early. He hesitated at first, and then he got the early jump. Look at that. Already gone, and the ball's still touching the ground. He already coming forward into engagement, and the ball touching the ground. But we got away with that one, and that's why he beat his guy Daniel Jones. Quick get. Now that was a nice throw. I remember that one in the game. That was a nice throw. All right, handoff. Very good job, Eli Apple, with the tackle. Second and 10. We send blitzes, and they just can't run the ball on us in this game. It's so funny. I don't know why the Giants aren't just overloading with our defense. Like put trips on one side. Daniel Jones back to pass. Look, he about to get clobbered again. Nothing's developed. Now he got to hit this guy right here in the flat right away. I don't know if he does. And he's throwing, and he didn't. Incomplete. I don't think that was a great read going for the depth. It was literally second down and 2. Could have hit the guy in the flat. That was a bad read by Daniel Jones. Handoff, and they're not going to get it. They're a yard short. And they're going for it. Tush push again. And they got it. Didn't look like it, but they gave it to him. Y'all give me 1 second. I got somebody at the door. I just need to check. One moment. All right, cool. Thank you. My bad. It's a little delivery for the baby girl. All right. All right. 1st and 10. Let's keep her moving. All right. Fakes the handoff. This play right here. Quick dump off. And I mean, they get some yards. Had to get rid of the ball quick. He got pressure in his face on every play. 2nd and 4 coming up. They got 6 on 1st down. Pause right here. Now Bradley Chubb coming. Oh, well, we got flags. All right, that was false start. So 2nd and 9. 2 to the left. Blitz coming this time. We got another flag. They killed themselves on this side of the field. They finally had some momentum and they killed themselves. 2nd and 14. Trips to the left. Daniel Jones on a quarterback keeper just to get back to the line of scrimmage. So 3rd and 10 coming up. 3rd and 9, they say. Now we spread it out. We got cushion. They send the blitz with Jerome Baker. Good slant. Waller again. See, this is that cushion stuff. I hate this. I hate this. Hate that. That's where we should have been off the field. Get in their face. Man up. Safety help. All right, next play. Daniel Jones. Right now, he ain't got nobody open. And he flips it up. This was a good read. And it was dropped. Everybody say, "Oh, X batted it down." No, he didn't. He pulled the hand of the receiver when they showed the replay. Pistol formation on 2nd and 10. Man coverage. And they run the ball again. All right, Daniel Jones sacked. Oh, he got sacked hard too. Let's see what happened on this one. So you got Chubb. That should have been holding. Look at this man choking Chubb, literally choking him. Choking Chubb. And I don't even think they called anything. And then Zeeler cleans it up on the back end. Oh, they're going to flag. TD, do you think H ain't going to be a top 10 back? He's going to be a weapon. He's just going to be a weapon in the league, man. It ain't just the rushing yards, y'all. It's the passing yards, too. But again, I don't know what he's going to be because I just need I need to see our team play, the better teams. I mean, y'all got to understand we're early in the season to begin with. Not only are we early in the season, and that's a false start, by the way. We're early in the season, and on top of being early, it's like, what if it's the order of how things happen. First of all, him being hurt ain't good, but it's just a matter of how we look in those big games. I mean, do you realize nobody went off versus Buffalo? Like, you at least want to see somebody go off, but nobody went off versus Buffalo. Nobody. So let's see who goes off versus the Eagles, even though he ain't playing. Who shines? Who goes off versus the good teams? That's what it's about. That's all it's about. All this cupcake stuff, man. Hey, it's all good for yards and bragging rights, but then when the season ends and it's like, oh no, he wanted 2,000, but he got 1,600. We wanted him to win Rookie of the Year, or we wanted him to do this, and yeah, man, we'll see. The link for Discord should be in the description of the video. What is this? All right, here we go. All right, another bubble screen. Look at this. Cut back. Gone. Can't believe Tyreek got caught right here. Hold on. What do you talk about, Vivian? Um, by Connor Limited. Oh, yeah. I guess we just gotta wait to see what the injury report says. See what today's report says as well. All right, here we go. Two a time. Look at all that cushion at the top with Waddle, even Barrios. That zone coverage. Yeah, we're gonna eat. We're gonna slide on this one. Another handoff. First and goal coming up. Is this where the pick six happens? Is this where the pick six happens with Waddle? Run up the middle, no go. Yeah, this might be it right here. No, this ain't it. Oh, Jesus. Oh my God. So on that play, we were trying to force it to Waddle. I think we get to this ain't it, because I think we get the touchdown with Waddle next. But I'm shocked to it and just hit is that Ingle? I'm shocked to it and just hit Ingle right away. Bam. But we're staring at one guy. I am shocked he didn't hit Ingle right away. Touchdown. But we're staring Tyreek down. I mean, Waddle down. And Waddle has great coverage on him right now. And Tua's usually good at that. Bam. Quick hit, touchdown. Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Just not reading the field. But the next play, I think we get that Waddle. I don't know if this is the pick play or what. Third and goal. Oh no, this is the pick six. God dog. First read. He just putting it in the spot, y'all. This is obvious. If you can't see it here, it's obvious as day. We're just putting it in the spot, trying to hurry up and get it in there. Total disregard for the defense. Doesn't matter what the defense is in. Just throwing it to a spot. Tua. You want to make a throw, you hit the tight end right there at the bottom. You hit him right there and bang, bang at the goal line, touchdown. You hit that tight end right away, right here. Waddle was never the read. Well, it was Tua's read, one and only. Somebody said Tua time in the comment section. I know, right? Just bad. But again, y'all, this is why I'll die on the hill telling y'all Tua is a spot thrower. At the end of the day, a lot of his throws are total disregard of the defense. And that's why things like this happen. You couldn't have been reading the defense. Look at the linebacker dropping on it already. Remember, it ain't that guy sitting in the flat that got it. He would have got it too. He would have got it too. But listen, both of them would have picked it off if the other one wasn't there. It never mattered. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Pause right here. The guy at the goal line in front of the A, he would have picked it all by himself even if the other defender wasn't there. He the one who actually got his hands on it, but he can't catch. He trash. That defender's trash. That's what you call a turnover worthy play. That wouldn't have been it wouldn't have been an interception if the safety wasn't back there. The other guy underneath, he's in no man's land. He's like, do I stay here? Do I take the tight end? And he's already out of position for the tight end. That's why the read should have been the tight end right there. But he would have picked it too if the other guy didn't bat it. And then to make matters worse, the safety just got the easy dump in. But the good thing is this. This is the problem. This is why I act the way I act about Tua, because I don't want him to stop spot throwing like that. Because 8 out of 10 times, the defense is in some raggedy defense, and it's a touchdown. And you know what everybody say? Man, look at that dime. Tua squeezed it in there. Oh my gosh. Look how he reads that and just fits it in, processes it so fast. See, that's why whenever you hear people say that Tua processes so fast, it ain't processing. He just spot throwing, and you think that is good when the defender ain't there. If they would have ran a different, cause remember they got a 3-man rush right here. You notice that? So they got extra guys dropped into coverage. If they would have been 4 down linemen and they would have been in a different coverage, we would have been raving. Oh, Tua had 3 touchdowns and 1 interception. He had a great game. And man, this is what I'm talking. This is exactly what I be talking about. If they were just in a different defense, we would have been raving about how much of a dime between defenders that was. I said it is processing, just processing wrong. It ain't processing, not even wrong. It's just throwing to the guy. Yeah, I'm trying to tell y'all, it ain't no processing. He just throw it to the guy and let the chips fall where they may. In the NFL, you could just throw to your guy most of the time, and you're probably gonna complete it more than you don't, especially against zone coverage. Especially against zone coverage. Mahoney did the same last night. Exactly. And it was trash when he did. But I always say Tua bounces back after he throws a pick. TD, he moves the defense with his eyes. Tua only moves the defense with his eyes on the intermediate and deep passes. All those short passes and stuff, he's first read. He's going to go there. He's going to throw it no matter what. All that eye manipulation is typically on the deep crossers or the deep routes. That's it. Two to the left, two to the right. Pause right here. So far, nobody's open. Look at this. Look at this. What did I tell y'all earlier? What did I tell y'all earlier? Look at the top of the screen. Same thing the Giants ran. What did I tell y'all? Look at the top of the screen. The same action. Watch this. I want you to look at the top of the screen. Look at the routes the two receivers run. I told y'all this about Daniel Jones right here. As soon as that linebacker takes the flat, look. What did I tell y'all? It's timing and putting the ball in the spot. I told y'all this about Daniel Jones. This is what they don't do, but it's what we do. Bam, the ball is already gone. The ball is already gone. Remember that play earlier I showed you with Daniel Jones that I said, even though this was a sack, it wouldn't have been a sack with Miami because the ball would have already been gone. Soon as that linebacker committed to the flat, Tua was going to put that ball in that spot, and bam. Look at that, already. Told you, I showed y'all the exact same thing earlier. Exact same thing earlier. And I'm going to tell you now, the great defenses, let me tell y'all something. The great defenses in the NFL, let me go back to this. When you got a great safety, they're going to kill this play. They're going to be all over this play. Let me tell you why. A great safety with two to the right or two to the left, if they study film on our offense, they're going to, first of all, look how deep the safeties are. That's number one. Number two, they're going to recognize that anytime the inside guy goes on an out route, the outside guy is going to do a deep end. Anytime. And look, he got safety help. That's why it's just dumb. Anytime the inside guy goes on an out route, you know that the outside receiver is going to peel in. This is textbook for the Dolphins. Those little wrinkles right there, teams will start to notice. Predictable but unstoppable with accuracy. That's not true. Let me tell you where you stop this play all day. This is the problem on this play. It's two ways you could play this. Way number one, stop having your safeties 15 yards off the line of scrimmage. You should have a safety at about the 48-yard line sitting there. And you let the corner bail. That's number one. Or you can have the corner on the outside play man press and still keep the safety up because the receiver not going to gain full speed because it's man press. But what are they doing? They're giving cushion. It's always unstoppable when you got this level of cushion. Always. That's all it is. They're waiting to react instead of reading the play. Right here. Bam. Look at this. Look at the safety. Still backpedaling. The safety is literally 23 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Past the line of scrimmage. Who are you worried about going deep? Look at the personnel on the field on top of that. That's the embarrassing part to it. Look at the personnel on the field. I don't think Tyreek or Waddle is on the field right now. The Giants just playing basic football, playing their regular sets. That you could tell they didn't come out with any specific scheme. This is what you call early season defense from the scrubs. No custom defense designed to stop this team. No recognizing personnel. Look who's on the field, and you got safeties 25 yards. Backpedaling. Look at them. They still moving back. To me, you got cover four right now, and all four of them ain't even really a part of this play. Everything happening from the 45 up, and you got four players literally. Look at this. 4 players on the defense body is 45 to the goal line, and all of the Dolphins people are 45 back. This is why when you play great teams, they don't have to worry about this. They're going to be in man coverage in those situations, spread out like that with cover 2. All right, another bubble screen. This time they actually did a good job against it. All right, Tua back to pass. That was a dime. That was a beauty, not just a dime. That was a beautiful dime. But I want y'all to notice something at the bottom of the screen. Same action. Exact same action. Look at this. You got the out, peel on the out, and then you throw the in. We run a lot of the same plays. But that was a dime by Tua. Beautiful pass. Beautiful pass right there. Matter of fact, that's my second best one of the day. All right, next play. Just a simple in now. Now we working one-on-ones because they got a lot of cushion. Now we working some one-on-one. Look at all of this cushion. And then on top of it, you got a linebacker with inside leverage. So you know that the slot receiver at the top, he's just going to come over the middle to draw that in, so to create the guaranteed one-on-one. That's just textbook. Easy. What they're doing is taking advantage of all the easy stuff. We're taking advantage of it. Good throw by Tua and recognizing that. But the funny thing is, all these easy plays we're getting, man press coverage eliminates it all. Tua, back to pass. Right here, he got the tight end in the seam, but he's looking the other way. He's staring on the right side, so he ain't even worried about the other side, and then he gets clobbered. This is on Tua falling in love with his first read. This is simply on Tua falling in love with the first read. I'm actually shocked he did, because he overloaded that side, so he felt that was the side for the advantage. But I don't know why, because when you look at it, they have 3 defenders on that side, and now your advantage is on the left side. And they kept 3 defenders over there on 2. And on this side, you got 3 on 3, but zone coverage. Man, this is what I'm talking about right here, where you got your eyes on one particular player that you want to go to. And look at Waddle peel. Look at, man. Yep, that's exactly what this is. Waddle peeling behind the linebacker, thinking that he's going to be wide open in the zone, but he's not. Plus the pressure got there. Yeah, we just see this. This is what I be talking about. Our offense doesn't really survey the field. We truly do know where we want to go before the ball snap, and if it's not there, it's chaotic. And so, most quarterbacks, they hike the ball and they're looking down the middle. and they're trying to see what the defense is in to tell them what their read is. Sometimes you can get pre-snap indications, but in this one, I don't see the pre-snap indication unless we're bubble screening or something. And right there on that motion, I don't see what the pre-snap read is. What kind of pre-snap read could you have 2-on-3? And you could tell Waddle rerouted. Waddle would have loved the free release to run his route, but he had to run left just to reroute to run his route. Look at Waddle at the top of the screen. That press coverage getting to him because he had to go around the man just to start his route. Somebody said Tua looked left and then looked away when there was space. Yeah. Did he? Is that what he did? I didn't notice that. No. No. That ain't constituting looking left. This man literally veered his head left and didn't even give it a thought. Right here. He just looked at the safety to look it off, obviously, to drag. Let me tell you, this is a classic Tua right here. What Tua's trying to do on this play is take the deep shot to the end zone. Unfortunately, he didn't have time to throw the ball. What he's trying to do is get that safety by the 10-yard line at the top of the screen to start moving the other way. That's all he did. That's all he was doing. That's all he was doing. Looking left, and he got him. He got him to move slightly, but the pressure got there, and he wanted to take a shot to the end zone. That's what he wanted to do on this play. He already knew that's what he wanted to do. That's why he had that slight look to the left, and the safety did move over, but the pass rush got there. Because we already know what we're trying to do on the play with the ball. We already know what we're trying to do. So when you know what you're already trying to do and the pass rush is coming and you're not reading the entire field, you just automatically predetermine, that's what happens. You're going to get sacked because there's only one play in mind, hitting that end zone, but we didn't have time to do it. If we were processing the whole field and recognized we didn't have time, we would have basically been able to hit the flat on the opposite side or the seam that was open. If he had a second more, see, that's the problem. If he had a second more, but he didn't, and there was still a play to be made without that second more. But since we lock on to that one play that needs the second more, this is why those things happen. This is exactly why it happens. Once you identify, I'm not going to have time for that, I need to go here. But no, we're going to wait it out. Ain't got enough time. And let's be honest. It ain't easy, y'all. It's hard. You got to do all that really fast in the NFL. I'm not even knocking him for it, but that's the quarterback we have. People say he's a fast processor. No, that play right there is an example of if you were a fast processor, you wouldn't have been waiting on that route. It's not easy. Most quarterbacks in the NFL couldn't make that play if they already predetermined that route in the end zone. And when you truly think about it, if you're going through progressions, you should have been working that left side. And then if you had enough time, you would have threw. That should have been when you really think about it, that should be your last progression. That play, that guy going to the inside of the end zone, that probably should be your last read on that play. I mean, I want you to think about it. That should be your last read. How you going to limit a play to something that is going to have to take that amount of time? Right here. You got the seam open. If you're looking over there in your first and second read, you would have already threw the ball. Would have had a big play to 81 in the seam. If you hesitated on that, you would have hit the flat. And if none of that was open, that's when you come back to the other way. But you would have already had the play. How is your first read the one that takes the longest to develop? Let's talk about that. If you're going, actually, like, think about it. If you're really going through progressions, how is your first progression the one that takes the longest? This is why people don't know what they be talking about. They evaluate that totally different. How are you actually going through progressions? And here's what they'll tell you. Watch this. This is what they'll tell you. Pause right here. Tua's looking at that safety. I'm telling y'all now, he's just trying to move him so he can hit that last route. But how can he come off of this read when the routes haven't even developed yet? Bam. The routes hadn't even developed and you come off. And you obviously read it wrong because as soon as you turned your head, you got the guy right there. And that's Tua's specialty, right through that window to 81 on the inside. I mean, people act like routes don't take time to develop, but most people watching film on Tua, they say that he did just go through 3 progressions over there and he had to come back the other way. Stop lying. You can't go through 3 progressions when the routes that hadn't even started to develop yet. No, he's just super instantaneously fast, a fast processor. Then why he missed 81? And I'm telling y'all, our offense doesn't process the defense. Our offense is built off of straight up timing. Just put it in the spot. If this is the coverage, identify the coverage. And if it is zone, put it in this spot at this time. In a progression offense, ladies and gentlemen, the left side is where we're still at right now. And we would have had a completion. We would have never had to worry about the rest. In a progression-based offense, the left side, that's where your first reads are. Those are the immediate, quick, shallow routes. You see them. Waddle ain't ready to catch the ball. The one at the top, he knows his is to the end zone, so he just worrying about his route. But on the other side, Smythe is ready, the flat is ready, the guy sitting down is ready, but he's covered. I get that. In a progression-styled offense, we're on the left side of the field right now. We're on the left side of the field right now. Somebody said, how about that 3 versus 5 on the line? Well, which is true, we're going to look at the trenches after this, because how we got 5 offensive linemen and 3 defensive linemen and he gets sacked. He gets sacked. The play isn't even developed yet. Exactly. So in a progression style offense, you go to the routes that develop quickest to the routes that develop longest. So why aren't we looking to the left? Our offense is a cookie cutter offense designed to give him the automatic read right away. And 8 times out of 10, we're going to find you the wide open guy on the first time. Until we play the great teams that man press and you don't see nobody wide open right away all the time, we'll just deal with that because it's only 3 to 5 games a season. So as long as we're perfect in the other games and we make the playoffs, that's all that matters. And then we can all look good. We can get everybody paid. We can all keep our jobs. But is it really Super Bowl worthy? Is it really worthy of Super Bowl? I don't know about that. But we can make the playoffs every year and be like the Cowboys and always be relevant. And, that beggars can't be choosers. Let's take that for now. That's what I be feeling like we are. Because it's 3 versus 5, you should have that time. But that's still my point, King Henry. This is the NFL. You can't guarantee anything. If you should have that time, we still should be going on a progression based offense. Well, we out here guessing. I mean, pre snap, we don't know this. We don't know that it's 3 men coming pre snap. But it is what it is. He is staring that down and he gets sacked. Now let's go in the trenches to see what happened. Got to see what happened here. Yeah, see, I'm not even mad that the sack happened. We do this a lot too. Where's the pressure coming from? You got a guy at the bottom, got his hand in the dirt. You barely can see him. You got a linebacker standing up looking like, which way am I coming? You got a guy in the middle standing up. You got another guy. See, when they stand up, like, you don't even know if the corner blitz is coming because the guy that has Waddle, you don't know who's coming. And that extra guy backs out. And Tua, I think he got scared because of that probably and went back the other way. He didn't need to. He had the tight end. That's what happened. They didn't know where the pressure was coming from, that O-line. They had no idea. Right here, they're determining alignment. The offensive line is determining alignment. Hold on, let me go back and show y'all. Right here, the O-line is trying to determine who they have. I got him. And Robert Hunt is on the island right now. I want y'all to really look at Robert Hunt real quick. Robert Hunt got a guy in his face. Hold on. Let me go back. Let me pause right here. This is bad for the O-line. Look how they walking up. Nothing is solidified. Look at Austin Jackson staring like, oh, what counter we got here? Who's coming? Who's going? I want y'all to look at Austin Jackson's head on this. He's looking like, oh, crap. I mean, y'all ain't going to tell us who's where? Look at Austin Jackson surveying. Robert Hunt looking. The center just tapped the left side of his hip to tell Tua, hey, we got an extra one over here. But that extra one backed out. Now look at that guy that was in Robert Hunt's area. He done backed out. He actually in coverage. They were able to determine that. See, this is what I don't like about it, though. Pre-snap, the motion told Tua that guy ain't coming on the blitz. See, Tua thinks that he has 3. Look, I want y'all to look at this right now. Tua thinks that he has 3 guys right now. Hold on, let me go back. I keep on fast forwarding. Right here. Pause. You see that guy in the middle? Tua's like, oh, I'm getting pressure coming over here, but I got 2-on-2 over here. I can make that work. I either got Waddle 1-on-1 or I got that wheel route 1-on-1 because the safety can't help both of them. And look, this guy is following the running back, but he backs off right there. Tua should have knew. They got the numbers over there. Tua had already determined before he sent the guy in motion, I got 1-on-1 over there. That's what I believe is happening right here. It's textbook. You can see it happening. Tua's looking. Tua's sitting him in motion so he can learn. And what happened? Oh, yes. Tua saw that linebacker follow the running back out, said, oh, that's his man. So Tua said, I'm sending him in motion, so one of them got to follow. He had already determined because Tua was looking left. But it wasn't his man. And that's why Tua looked that way. He said left tackle got beat. Everybody got beat. That wasn't the only one up in there. Tua is a small dude. He isn't that tall to see the entire field clearly at times. I think that's why he blindly throws the Tyreek or Waddle. Just saying. Yeah, I mean, that's a big reason. But again, it's going to always, this is why those limitations are an issue. Good run by Tua, but I don't know what was going on that play. But I think we're trying to rush before halftime. I don't blame Tua. I'd be throwing real quick without Armstead out there. Exactly, fins up, but it's his fault because he didn't throw quick. He held the ball and took a sack. If he wanted to throw quick, you go to your first reads on the left side. You go through your progressions. That was obviously a progression-based play. On the left side, all the quick stuff came available, and on the right side, the intermediate and the deep became available. That's a progression-style play. And we never even processed the left side. So if you want to throw quick because Armstead ain't out there, then go through your progressions. You would have had a first down on that. Tight end, right in the seam, right away. So I'm sorry. He definitely has to own that. And that's the stuff PFF sees. PFF sees that. Oh, the O-line got beat. But regardless, even if they didn't, even though they got beat, the play was still there to be made. That's a perfect example of why people take a poop on PFF. I mean, what you want him to do? He got sacked in the 3-man rush. We just watched it. It's still a play that could have been made. Go watch the Chargers game. Guys were getting beat like that all game in the Chargers game, but the ball was already gone. He hit his guy right away. But I will say this. Teams are going to start doing a lot more than that. If they know it's a passing situation or they're guessing pass, I think teams are going to run a whole lot more 3-man rush because the pick six happened on a 3-man rush. That last play, that sack happened on a 3-man rush. They're just taking away all those short lanes. And this one right here, this is the one I wanted to go over. Another example of a phenomenal throw by Tua. Only issue is we're just putting it in a spot and not processing the defense. This is just throwing in triple coverage. This is dangerous. These are the balls that tend to get tipped up in the air. This is great coverage, ladies and gentlemen. This is great coverage. And these are the plays that tend to get tipped up in the air and get picked off. Luckily, it didn't this time. Look at this. You're just throwing in dangerous territory. A dime. I'm telling y'all, it was a dime. He put it right in the spot it needed to be. It was a dime, putting it right in the spot. But we don't care about the defense. We don't care about the defense. And look at this, man press coverage. This is where it gets tough. This is why I don't understand these dumb teams that's in zone. In the zone coverage, that'd have been a wide open catch. And Tua still got the ball in his hand. Just let it go. Now, do y'all see pressure coming in on Tua? I want to ask y'all that. Do y'all see any pressure? Any pressure? This is as clean as a pocket's going to get, and it's actually a 4-man rush, but we got a linebacker in the box. All you got to do is hold on to a ball a second longer, and you got a tight end coming across, and nobody on this side of the field at the bottom. Literally. You got a clean pocket. You did not have to take the shot. This is what you call a check down. I want to go deep. I want to go deep, but nah, that's too tight. Let me check it down. Right here, I want to go deep. I want to go deep. I go deep instead of just checking it down. The tight end's coming across on a delay. That's what the play is designed for. If it's not there, that's why these tight ends are running these delayed routes. They're blocking, then they sneak out. Look at the tight end on this play. Look at him, double team block. He double teamed the block. One goes across, the other one comes under. All you had to do is hold out a little longer, and we would have had a big giant play up the sideline, maybe even 40, 50 yards. This is a 40, 50-yard play, but nobody notices it because it's at the end of the play. Clean pocket. This should be a 40, 50-yard play to the tight end. Nobody's there. Nobody's there. Should I squeeze it? No, you shouldn't. You got to stop these Hail Marys to Tyreek. Last year, he snatched them down. Now teams are playing it better. Right here, you roll out to the left, and you got that tight end that was going to be running across. Y'all don't understand how massive this play would have been right here. Do y'all not see that? You got a clean pocket. That's the thing that's aggravating me on this. You did not need to force that. Look at this. Look at this. You did not need to throw it. If you know your progressions and you know the play, you know that you're going to have a tight end coming across in the back end. Roll out, and you might even be able to run. That's good to Claypool, though. No, because what y'all don't realize, the defender actually, if I'm not mistaken, he got his hand on it. I think he tipped it. I think the defender tipped that ball. Yes, the underneath crosser, man. Literally, I want you to look at all of that space on the field. 30, 40, 50, 40, 30. Man, it's the tight end racing against a safety that's on the other side of the field to cut him off. That play might have ended at the 20-yard line for a 50-yard gain. The defender didn't tip it? Okay, cool. These are the plays right here that people, when they watch film, they don't notice. All they focus on is, it was a good throw. Tyreek just couldn't come down with it. He's a smaller guy. What's his name? Claypool might have caught that. Well, Claypool wouldn't have been in that spot in time. He was as fast as Tyreek. That's number one. And the plays like that get intercepted. Luckily, it didn't. Ball batted and hanging in the air. Luckily, it didn't. That tight end at the bottom, you talk about a huge play. Everybody would have been showing this play all week. Look at Tua going through his progressions. That's what they would have said. If he would have actually did it, they would have been like, look at the growth of Tua Tagovailoa, and I would have been the leading catalyst saying it. I would have been the number one person saying, now this is elite. Not force feeding it. Looking deep. Nothing's there. Nope. Right here. A simple check down would have been an elite play. Would a bigger wide receiver like Chase help with man press coverage? Not on the deep balls. Again, it kind of slows you down on the deep balls. Now, mind you, I want y'all to understand something on that play, though. Tua did go through a few reads. He went through his first and second. He was looking on the outside first, and then he came back to the crosser and Tyreek. And what I don't like is that McDaniel's offense is like, if that one isn't there, you take the shot on the other one. All right, next play. By your standards, every quarterback sucks in the NFL. No, not at all. The new age. Not at all. Brock Purdy will run a play just like that, and then he'll hit the little crosser right at the end for a big gain. And then you know what y'all say afterwards? He got a great O-line that gives him time, and what? It was a 5-yard pass. And discount the fact that he didn't pull the trigger. That's a Brock Purdy play right there. As much as people try to discredit Brock Purdy, that right there is the exact example of a Brock Purdy play. Brock Purdy gonna look deep. He gonna look deep, and he ain't forcing it. And he gonna hit that tight end on the back end on the check down coming across, and it's gonna be a big gain, and everybody gonna be like, he only threw for 5 yards and it went for 50. Yeah, you're right. But let's pay attention to the reads. Let's pay attention to the fact that he didn't try to force feed it down the field in that coverage. So no, to my standard, every quarterback don't need to be perfect. And every quarterback ain't a bum. Y'all act like some of this stuff ain't basic one-on-one. We all know he shouldn't have threw that ball. We all know that. Purdy don't got to look deep, surrounded by talent. And two or not, get out of here, man. All right. Back to our quick stick action. 5-6 yards. First down, everybody kind of run a similar route for about 5 yards, turn around. If it's zone, just find the man with the best crease. All right. They just jumped into maybe a man press coverage situation. And this is the one I loved when Tua did this. I was thankful. I was so thankful, man, because I saw the safety coming downhill and I said, Tua better go for this one-on-one. And I hope Tyreek running to go. Look at the safety, y'all. Watch the safety. See the safety? Bam. Safety committed inside. It's clear as day. What you got to do, take the shot. It don't even matter if it wasn't open. When the safety come downhill, you have to take that shot. And he did. Safety just got beat. And in stride. Beautiful job. Beautiful job by Tua. Take a look at it again. Beautiful. See, that's what you call NFL wide open. Put that ball out there, Tyreek, little hop up to get it, bam. That's what I want to see on a regular basis, man. I'm sorry, I just got to see it one more time. Because you knew that it was coming too, because they got the single deep high safety and then the two intermediates. So you knew that they were going to try to have action to play those two safeties intermediate in the box and watch those safeties. Both of them actually come uphill. Technically, we could have went go route on either side of the field. Look at that. And dumb other safety not going over to help Tyreek side more. Tua had it on both sides of the field. Tua had it on both sides of the field. And as long as that safety didn't commit one way or another, and actually the safety veered to the right at the bottom, which is dumb. You got Tyreek Hill and you're coming down to the bottom. That's just stupid. And why would you run man press coverage if you're not in cover two? This is a disguise cover three. The two corners going deep and the safety in the back. This is a disguise cover three. GD, I've been following Tua since high school days. And I just want to say thank you for always keeping it real. I appreciate that a lot. You will always have my support. Keep up the amazing work, TD. Appreciate you, J Bug. Appreciate it, bro. What is the air yards on that throw? I'm not sure. It wasn't crazy off the charts, but I'm not sure. Daniel Jones on the quarterback keeper. TD, is Tua top 5 now or no? Statistically, yeah. Tua as an overall quarterback in the NFL, I don't even have him top 10. Statistically, he is top 5. Daniel Jones, quick check downs. Daniel Jones ain't doing much. I think it's almost like he done had all his throws. Look at this. Caesar said TD's flock are mostly Tua haters, so he has to keep them entertained weekly. We get it. Thank you for being here. I always think the comments like that funny. Most of the viewers are flocks, but you're commenting as a viewer. Oh man. Um Daniel Jones running for his life, now running. Bam. I like that hit at the end. It's legal. Make him feel you. And Daniel Jones took a beating by us. That's why he may not even play. He may not even play this week. Almost had him, Raekwon. Just couldn't get him. Almost had him. Mm. Uh, Incomplete on third down. They're going to punt the ball. Moser gets to the outside. Nice run. I gotta take a look at this. This is why we like stretching it. 22 personnel, double tight end set, one in motion, stretching it out over there, pulling everybody. Very nice run. I don't understand why teams don't see. Teams are gonna have to wide nine us. All right, we got man press coverage again, but nope, it's zone. It was disguised. So back, quick little screen pass to Tyreek. They're back in that action, and I love it. Tyreek got to just keep going forward. You don't always have to look for the big play. Just keep moving forward. You get another 3-4 yards. Yeah, wide nine brings back bad memories. I'm talking about other teams. If we're gonna have speed pushing out, zone blocking on the outside, we got to go wide nine to set the edge. Other teams got to go wide nine to set the edge and force everything inside, which makes it easier to stop. Still can break holes and stuff, but it makes it easier for a defense. So if you notice on that play right there, they had 5 guys on the D line. Let me pause that real quick. I want you to take a look at this play. Yep, they sent 5. They were sending a guy blitzing on the opposite side. No, we don't do RPOs. Pretty much, Flores did a lot of that. This is that interception. Everybody blaming Waddle for this. Well, not everybody. We know who blaming Waddle for it. It's the same concept, ladies and gentlemen. This what people didn't see from the angle. This ball is actually thrown behind Waddle. He knew he couldn't reach back and catch it, so it sailed over behind him. But people can't see it from the angles. But I'm gonna try to see if we can get the end zone angle so you can see. But before we do, I want to show y'all something. It's the same similar look of that 3rd and 3 where we had those 2 rubs with Tyreek. I think this might be the exact same play. But this time they running it with Waddle. So if you look at the top of the screen, Berrios is going to clear out to free him to come across. That's the first pick. And the second, but lucky the guy playing off coverage, so that's going to help. The second pick is going to be that same tight end coming across trying to free up Waddle. Watch this. And once again, 3-man rush. Another 3-man rush. Every time they run 3-man rushes, Tua has problems. This is the 3rd 3-man rush that I've seen, and it's been all 3 of them have been terrible for Tua. So you see the first one, Waddle comes on the cross. Now watch this rub out of tight end. The tight end literally changing his body to make sure that he interrupts that guy. These are not legal plays. But since he didn't touch him, it's legal. He's just trying to disrupt him, but unfortunately, the ball was thrown behind Waddle. Let me change views, and y'all may be able to see it better. Let's go end zone view. All right, now playing. Exact same play, y'all. They just ran it with Waddle this time. Telling you, you can identify all the duplicate quadruple plays and that we run. Oh my gosh, come on, man. Don't start with me today. End zone. Play it. All right, here we go. The old lineman hit to his hand. Okay, that could be a reason for it being behind. Look at the pick. Ugh. No. I'm sorry. Tua flicked that ball. He hit his hand, but Tua basically the lineman ran into Tua, but Tua flicked that ball. Right there is the hit, but now he still has the ball. He flicked it, trying to get it off without hitting the lineman with his arm. You just don't throw it. He literally tried to make a wrist pass. Right there. You see the clearness? He flipped it. He tried to do a throw over his offensive lineman. That's just a bad throw. He hit him before he even threw the ball. You just don't throw it. Right in his lap. And that's why Waddle never jumped, because it was actually high and behind him. And that's why the defender, it just went right in his lap. Could he have been trying to he can't see the linebacker? Yeah, he probably can't. He just putting the ball in the spot because the tight end is blocking the linebacker when he decides to throw it. Bam. Wait, hold on. Yeah, he made his mind up about right here. I'm gonna put it in this spot for Waddle. He made his mind up, and that's the read on this play, by the way. Just so you know, because right here he already know he want to throw. Of course, he don't see the linebacker because the guy's in his face and the tight end's blocking the linebacker right here. But that's what this play is actually designed for. Now you really want to make a read. You step up and you hit Braxton Berrios right there. Look at Braxton Berrios. Two of them made that throw a million times. Or you hit the actual tight end for the 2 yards. The crazy thing on this pick, regardless, you had a lot of guys, a lot of options on it. And we picked the one that we had to throw it over 2 fighting bodies in front of him. I told y'all, though, I don't care about this interception. Things happen. I really don't care about this interception. The first one, that was the one I didn't like. This one, I really didn't care about. Not just because we were up and stuff like that, but things happen. Sail the ball too high. See, I'm okay when Tua makes a bad throw and it's an interception. I don't like when you make a bad decision, like a bad read. See, you got your man, you know where you want to throw, he may be open or whatever, and you misfire it. Ah, oh, dang, bad throw. It happens. I ain't got no problem with those. I mean, too many of them become a problem, but every quarterback does. It's the ones where you ain't reading the defense at all. So that's why people are like, no, that second one was worse than the first one. No, the first one. There ain't no reason why you should have tried to squeeze that in the Waddle. This one I can live with, because this is what the play is designed for. The play is actually designed for this. Even though there were other options he could have took, I showed y'all this play earlier with Tyreek, and they ran the exact same play, but this time with Waddle, and Tua's just holding it out, waiting on it to clear. We already know where we want to go before the ball's even snapped. I don't know how many times I got to explain that to y'all. We need to come to the just fair conclusion. We already know where the ball is going. Even if other guys are open and we should go there, we already know where the ball is going. The only time he's going to hit the other guy where it ain't supposed to be going is if he's under pressure, he scrambles out and makes a throw afterwards. This is going to Waddle no matter what. The play is designed for it. Look at the tight end. Making sure he gets the run. Like, this don't even make sense. Look at Tyreek even runs into the tight end. I want y'all to look at the route on the right side of the screen. Look at Tyreek and the tight end. Watch, they're gonna bump each other. They're staggered, but the tight ends just fought. Look at that. And the reason why they bumped each other, because they didn't give Tyreek a free release. He had to go around the defender. He had to go around. All you got to do is disrupt these receivers, and you can make things rough. Watch Tyreek have to go around, and he messes up Smites, trips him up. I'm not worried about this interception. Of course, it's a bad one. You don't want it. He flicked his wrist, shouldn't have made the throw. It happens. I ain't tripping about that one. That first one, no, that's just trash. That one was trash too, but it happens to every quarterback. I'm good, PDC. I gotta go, y'all, because I got the 11:30 collaboration. Real quick, I'm gonna see if I can give y'all the link to where I'm gonna be with the Carolina Panthers YouTubers on the collaboration. So give me one moment. I'm gonna see if I can drop the link for y'all so y'all will know where to find me. All right. Let's see. It's gonna be on the 704 Charlotte Bound show. Let me type it in for y'all real quick. 704 Charlotte Bound podcast. Yeah. So right here, I'm going to be over here. So let me drop this in the chat. Copy. So I'll be chopping it up with some Carolina Panther YouTubers talking about this game coming up. There's the link in the chat. Hopefully y'all can come over and show some support. Shout out to Sevlo said, TD, I don't get it. Dan Orlovsky and Kurt Warner say Tua processes so fast and they played in the NFL. So no disrespect to you, but do those analysts not know what they're talking about? Yeah, they know what they're talking about. The problem is they pick and choose plays. And sometimes here's the thing. If I throw a ball in a spot and I'm accurate with it and everything goes right, free release, and I hit the guy right away. If I look left and I come back right and hit the guy right away, they might say I processed the fastest in the league. Look at how he's back to pass. He's looking to the left. The safety goes over there. He comes back right, fires right away. Man, look how fast he processed that. No, I was going to do that no matter what. So Dan Orlovsky, Kurt Warner, let's not sit here and act like it's no different from these guys that played well, but they're terrible coaches. Played well, they're terrible analysts. Played well, but they actually can't break down stuff themselves. They know the position, but they don't know what's in the player's brain. They don't know that Mike McDaniel has schemed up a system that makes life easy for them. It's that simple. And listen, let me tell you another thing. I don't trust nobody who played the position that's on TV anyway. Because most of them have come out, the ones, especially all the ones that got fired from ESPN, most of them came out and said some days they need you to go one way versus the other. They need you to sell why this person is better than they actually are. That's media. And let me tell y'all, if y'all don't notice how they be jumping on the Tua wagon at times, because it's profitable. It's the most profitable thing. It's the most profitable thing there is. Y'all don't remember like 2 years ago, I did a little study on the channel. I said I do my videos on Tua. I get 4,000 views on the video, right? Now watch me go put the title, Tua is going to win MVP and here's why. Something like that. It was something in those lines. 9,000 views. 9,000 views. That's why when people say, oh, his hate on Tua getting him clicks. If I was chasing clicks, I'd be the biggest Tua fanboy there was. I would be the biggest Tua fanboy there was because the money isn't talking great about Tua. I just tell the truth about him, and he's made vast improvements this year. I like what I see with his improv play as of late. And as long as Mike McDaniel continues to hide the flaws, he will look better and better. That's what a great coach is supposed to do, hide the flaws. But when a defense forces you to execute in the things that you don't do well, then you look bad. And that's what you saw in the Buffalo game. And teams probably might be on to something in this in third down situations, 3-man rush. They might be on to something. Because Tua's 3 worst plays only had a 3-man rush dropping 8. Now you can't spot throw. All the windows are gone. But he threw it anyway. 3-man rush in the end zone. He threw it anyway. Interception. 3-man rush on this Waddle thing. He threw it anyway. Interception. 3-man rush on the deep cross to the Tyreek. Threw it anyway. Batted up. Hit the ground. Could have been picked. So teams will start looking into that. I don't think that's the formula. Not unless you can get to him. The quarterback, you can get to the quarterback, but I don't think that's the right formula. But I get it, because if you got 8 guys in the secondary, you got 5, I mean, you can just got I think that's a good strategy, but you can't do it on early downs. And that's when McDaniel would need to switch to throwing the ball on early downs. And then we're going to eat them up. So, yeah, man, I just tell the truth and I evaluate. It don't make my evaluation right. All I'm doing is showing you what I see and letting you decide on your own. You act like what I'm showing you ain't right here in front of your face. That deep crosser, should he have tried to force it to Tyreek, or should he have went through his progressions and took the check down, which would have got 40, 50 yards? That don't have nothing to do with hating on the guy or being wrong. It's clear. Clear as day. And I understand people don't like it. When you're a fan of Tua Tagovailoa to the degree that some people are, he can't do any wrong. I get it. I was a fanboy of Tannehill. He couldn't do no wrong. But at some point, I had to be honest with myself. Here are his flaws. If you can't hide them, then he ain't going to work. And McDaniel's done a good job hiding Tua's flaws. Now, against the greater teams, can he keep them hidden? Can he keep them hidden? I didn't say Kurt Warner didn't look at the film, but on those plays that I just talked about, what do you think Kurt Warner's going to say? You think Kurt Warner's going to say, yeah, he did a great job throwing the ball in triple coverage in the end zone for the pick 6. I thought he processed really fast. I mean, what can Kurt say about that play? I'm not disagreeing with Kurt, but Kurt ain't pulling that play up, is he? When you see Kurt Warner going over film of Tua, is always this play where it worked. The ball is already out. Do you see that play that I showed y'all where the out route and the guy comes on the end? And I told y'all, Tua does that amazingly. Daniel Jones couldn't do it. Kurt Warner will pull up that play and show you. Look at how fast he processed that. No, the ball is already gone. So in a lot of cases, I'm not disagreeing with Kurt Warner, but they're calling him a fast processor on plays that you got 2 options. If the linebacker goes in the flat, throw it right there because the in route is coming. Yeah, you just process the linebacker choosing the flat for you to go there. You just process the linebacker staying, so you go to the flat. That's elementary. But that's the plays they're showing you. Those are the plays they're showing you. Now, when Kurt Warner brings up the pick 6 in the end zone on film, then talk to me. When Kurt Warner brings up that deep crosser, then talk to me. Y'all always talk about these good plays they come to put on your lap. When are they breaking down the terrible plays? Does that not make sense to y'all? You just going to go off of the good ones they show you to highlight? I can show you every quarterback in the NFL one play this season where you would think that they're a great processor. Every quarterback in the NFL has at least one play this season where you would think they're a great processor. And why is it every time they're bringing you those handful of plays? Where are the plays that make them that make you question their ability? Every quarterback in the NFL has plays that make you question their ability. But where are those? Where are they? I digress. I gotta go. Y'all got me late for my collab. I'll see y'all soon. Y'all come over there and show some love, all right? Peace. I'm out. See you soon.